Hello everybody, this is Etho, and welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play series. So, we've been working on finishing up projects, and today we are going to be tackling one of the oldest, longest running, unfinished projects of the world. I think you guys might know where I'm going with this one. That's right, today we are going to be doing the old bait and switch. We are not working on the library. We are going to be working on, well, no, it's actually done already. Let's check it out here. The pyramid. Woo-hoo-hoo. So for the longest time, we've had this project, and it's just been sitting unfinished. We see it almost every episode, and we had this side pretty much done. So it wasn't really bothering me too much, but with the World Tour and download coming up soon, I figured we'd better finish the other three sides on this thing. But as most of you guys know, finished is a word I use kind of loosely. It's finished in a way, but we might come back to it later if I feel more inspired to add some more color to it, like maybe a line of orange sandstone around the bottom or something, or lower the detail. I'm not sure yet. We'll live with it for a bit and might change it later. This is technically the entrance to it on this side. The side we never see. Made some odd choices while building this thing. And would like to add some kind of interior to it eventually too. No! So we're just trying something that was suggested a long time ago, to add a gold beacon on the very top of the pyramid, because we had that like big flat spot, and I don't really want to build the sandstone any higher. So it would be nice to put something up there, and gold beacon might be a cool idea. Only thing is, I don't like it from this angle. I feel like it really stands out. Maybe we got to mix some sandstone in with it so it doesn't stand out as much. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I'm really hoping you guys will just be like, "Oh, Etho, it looks great. It's wonderful. Couldn't have done it better myself." Never have to worry about building the pyramid ever again, Etho. You got it. You nailed it today. But I don't think that's going to happen. It's got issues still. I do think the sandstone helps it not stand out as much, but it's a little strange still, right? I don't know. I'll see what you guys say. But anyways, let's get to checking out some other stuff here before we get to our projects for today. So I fixed this slime thing a couple episodes ago, and something has changed with it for sure. Like, at most, we used to get 2 or 3 slimes going around this thing. But now it's like there's always like 10 or more, and it's out of minecarts. I think if we add more minecarts, it would eventually have like 80. Because I think they don't despawn anymore or something. Yeah, he moved in from the underground village all the way to here. That's like 200 blocks that way. Somehow he found one of these workstations, and he's checking out the new changes here, so made a bit of an expansion again. Got rid of all the torches that were on the ground. We have hidden lighting under bushes now. And added in a water elevator to get to the surface from here. Because when you're in a cave, that's actually a big issue. Not being able to fly somewhere right away. You gotta find the exit first. We got some of the stone ceiling changed out here with leaves and hidden lighting behind. We expanded the grass path here all the way to the concrete maker pretty much. And we'll have to do a bunch more work in this area to get it looking nice. But the main thing I want to show you over here is our brand new farm. If you can guess what kind of farm this is just by looking at it, you guys get major bonus points. Because I was thinking about it, it's like, I don't know if I've ever seen one of these built before. And I was really struggling with how should I design it, So if you don't know, you can actually farm ferns in this game. Like if you grow a tall fern like this, and you harvest it, you get 2. So you get 1 bonus, right? And then you can just bone meal it to get another one. The other day I realized I don't have any ferns left in my storage. We used them all up. And a lot of my world was generated before ferns were in the game. So if I want them, I gotta go pretty far away to collect them. So I thought, why don't we make a fern farm? The way this works is we have our shears in one hand. We might be able to use a silk touch hoe too. I haven't tried that yet. And then ferns in the offhand. Hold right click. And it does that. Then every now and again you gotta press left click. And we get ferns. So it's pretty simple. Goes through durability very fast on shears though, so probably gotta switch or add unbreaking or something to it. But yeah, the way this works is first one, nothing happens. Second one, nothing happens. Third one, it goes to the observer. That triggers all of the bone meal to go on the 3 dispensers. And then, oh, daytime song. So you'll notice that if I right-click on a tall fern with the regular fern, it replaces it. That's a big problem. So that's why we have this extra one at the end, because that way we don't waste any ferns. Because when you do this, it destroys it. So the way the game works, if you have a fern on the end here and you try to place another fern, it's not going to replace that existing one. It sees, oh, it's the same block. Don't need to replace it. But the tall ferns are considered to be a different block. So that's why it will replace it and destroy it. And then you lose ferns doing that. This is like a cap to stop things. So we can just hold right click the whole time. And then you can see we got tilled farmland over here, which is a little bit smaller than a block, so we can put hoppers underneath. And can we see things here, or do I got it all closed up? It's kind of all closed up. But yeah, there's hoppers running underneath the tilled farmland, and it delivers it to a barrel. So that keeps going. And then we also have hoppers under the barrel to go into a something. There's a dropper facing up under here as well to keep our inventory full of ferns. I'll try to show you that too. So if I'm up over here and I trigger the observer, you see some ferns get shot out over here. I think we got 2 that time. Plus, as we're standing close to the ferns here, we'll get a few more. So if you look at the number of ferns in our offhand here, we want that to stay pretty much consistent so we don't run out. So if I'm using the farm, 54, 55, 53, it goes down a little bit because I don't have it perfectly tuned. 52, 52. So it's not too bad. Yeah, you know, I think the pyramid on top of the pyramid is actually a pretty good thing. It's a good cap to the top of it. What do you think, Etho? You think the same as me? Oh, that's never a good thing. Over at the big Etho here, made another little minor change. This was all stone behind him. I cheaped out on it, apparently. I saw that, like, and I was like, oh, why didn't I finish that in the past? But glowstone used to be pretty hard to collect, so I think I just cheaped out. But on some sharp angles, you could sometimes see the stone. Not anymore. And then over at our firework hut here, also added in a new thing. There's a lever to launch the fireworks now. And did a little thing here with the snowflake as well. We got some soul fire lanterns hanging off of chains underneath it now, which it could be a cool thing. I don't know if you guys like the show and tell style of episodes we've been doing lately, but it just makes it a lot easier to get work done off camera as we're trying to finish things here and then just show it to you. If we were to try to do it all together, it would never happen. like it's been forever, right? So I got one last thing to show you here, and then we're going to get to it together. The Guardian Farmer. Remember last episode we did the middle section, and you can see I've now gone and done a trim all around it. Farmed up a whole bunch of warped wood and shroom lights, and also did a trim along the bottom that goes all around, and I think that looks pretty cool. Very weird though, right? But we still got the big stone sides to fill in here. And I suggested maybe a kelp farm, and I wanted to see what you guys said last episode. And got some good feedback. So one of the big things suggested is pixel art. Have pixel art on the sides here. Some people took it a bit further and said, do pixel art and try to tell some kind of story with it, which I thought was a bit intriguing. And then someone actually suggested a specific story. So that's going to be our comment of the day here. It says, I think one of the sides of the Guardian Farm to be filled in would be a great place for a mural to tell the tale of our explorer hero Ergo and his capture and imprisonment of an elder guardian on a windmill rooftop. I know you like your pixel arts. So I think that's a pretty cool suggestion. You guys remember the elder guardian we had on the windmill here? He disappeared, and now that story is lost to time, unless we can tell it again somehow. Aha, so what is our plan here? How are we gonna do this mural is the question. I got an idea in mind here, but I guess let's start off with the story that we're trying to tell. So the way it happened is I conquered a guardian temple, and then we transported the elder guardian through a nether portal, through the nether on a minecart, to the top of the windmill. And that's how it happened. So I think our plan here is to divide the mural into 3 main sections. We're going to have the Guardian Temple that we conquered. We're going to have the Nether, and then we're going to have the Windmill. And we're going to go left to right, because we read left to right, so our pictures should go left to right as well. All right, so let's get to it here. This should be pretty fun. I especially like doing pixel art where you have to take a bigger object and compress it down. It's like doing visual compression. And you got to decide what key features you want to keep and what's the unimportant information you can get rid of. So with a water temple, we're going to be building a tiny one here. And if you look at the front of it, I think the thing that stands out to me is the 3 pillars at the bottom holding it up. And you'll also notice it's built on gravel, like the ocean floor. So we got a layer of gravel here, and we're going to leave like maybe a 5-block space between the 2 sides, and then 3 more pillars on this side. This will be the center of our temple, and that kind of gets close to the netherrack. I think that should be good, though. We'll just bump this over a bit more. The nether is like the part where we have the freedom with, because there's no specific structure we got to build here. Now, Guardian Temples also have way more than just 3 of these pillars. They have several rows of 3, like I think at least 5 rows of these 3. But we can represent that depth just by adding 1 more row, probably. We're not trying to do a perfect scaled down model. We're just trying to compress the information. So this gives the illusion of depth in many, many sets of them, right? So that's probably good enough. Now, there's also a bit about overhang we need to represent with some stairs here. Just, again, we'll compress it down. There's probably like 5 or 6 arches of these sea lanterns we can represent just by building like 2 of them. So let's just do it like this, I think. Sea lanterns, and then bridge the gap between them, maybe with a wall. Whoa! So I loaded up a Guardian Temple in Creative, and I noticed I might not be getting all the details 100% correct. I thought it was like several sets of 3 for the pillars here, but no, there's actually none in the center, so we might want to bump these out. And probably got a couple other things wrong, but as long as we get the general gist of it correct, I think we'll be good. I think this is the general shape of it. We got to mix in some dark prismarine there, though. And also, we got to add that thing on the top that when you float over it with a boat and you see those sea lanterns, you know it's a Guardian Temple below you. I don't know what this thing is actually called, but you know what I'm talking about, hopefully. This thing over here. Aha. All right, so I'm thinking we might just put the portal over here as well. Because again, we got to represent a portal to the nether somehow, and I think this might be the spot. We don't want to build a full-size portal. We want like a mini one. And I guess we'll just fill in the sides here with something. And then we'll build an actual portal behind it. Let's maybe put some prismarine in the back here as well, just in case we can see through. We'll light it up. And we got our 3x4 portal. Ah, yeah. I guess we can see through here, too. Let's change that out. All right, so we're back in the creative world again to check things out. So we just built this. I guess it's prismarine at the top, not the bricks. So I'll change that. And then if we look at the front of this thing, we have all this dark prismarine. So it does like a double V thing, and then we got some lines. Woohoo! All right, so check it out, everybody. I think it's about done here, actually. It's a bit derpy, but I like it. We got our dark prismarine. So instead of doing like a double V, like the original and like 3 lines, we just do a single and a double. And it sort of represents the same thing. It's just more compressed. And I don't know if it's just me, but I keep seeing like a crab when I look at this thing. Like it's got the big shell in the back, the beady eyes, maybe the claws in the front there. It's just what I've been seeing when I look at it. All right, we're gonna move on here. Check this out. Oh, snappers, we got the windmill done already. I just worked on it off camera because it was so finicky, and I really struggled trying to record this. So we got the plains with the wheat field, a couple hay bales mixed in there. We got a couple random trees, and then the windmill itself. So I would say this is about 2/3 the size of the original, so it is compressed down a little bit, but a lot of it looks the same. And then at the very top, had to build an Elder Guardian, and that was really tricky. Had a hard time matching the colors, so I ended up going with just stone brick for for the main color. We got a beacon with an orange pane in front for the eye, and then warped trap doors for his spikes. And he's bouncing around on the top there, all captured and stuff. So we got quite a bit done on this, but I realized there's actually a ton left to do here. Yeah, so not only do we still have to build a nether section, which, by the way, I think we'll try to build like a nether fortress as a structure in it, make it a bit more interesting. But we also gotta probably build some kind of frame around the edges. And looking at the sand up there, I really like that with the warped wood, right? I think that's gonna be our other color. Maybe smooth sandstone going all around the edges would look cool. And then we still got stone here. So we got rid of a lot of the stone, but there's still a lot left for the backdrop we should replace with something else. And I was thinking we should try to make an artificial sky. Now, light blue wool is like the traditional sky color people always use, but I don't think we can use it anymore because the color kind of changed now, right? It's a little bit deeper blue. So instead, I think what we'll go for is packed ice. I like packed ice a lot more now, I think. Let's try a little section here. And then we'll build this like all the way up the wall. This is like a lighter blue. More natural. More sky-like. With some whimsical white cloud fluffiness in it. Maybe. I think it works a bit better. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get out of that one. That's a tough situation. Alright, we're going to head over to our packed ice farming area. We got to get a bunch of materials. So I set this up a few weeks ago now, I think. Basically, it's very unprofessional at the moment. I dug a tunnel through the netherrack here. And then it keeps going for a ways. It's a bit of a distance. I don't know if we're ever going to build an official tunnel here or what. But for now, I've just been flying it. And then we take a turn. We got another portal over here. And this, my friends, is where the packed ice has been coming from lately. Aha. So I've got a couple icebergs knocked down already. Let's take out a few more. Cool, so we got a bunch of packed ice and we repaired our tools. Now let's head over to the super smelter. We gotta smelt up a bunch of sandstone, make smooth sandstone here. Yep, I'm liking the packed ice there. I think that's looking pretty cool. So as far as the frame goes, I think it's gonna go up and then kind of bend over, and maybe we'll leave the 3-block spacing at the top there all the way down. Which means we'll have to fill in that water over there, and then it'll come down on the other side. So let's try to map that out a bit. I think, yeah, it's going to be 2 blocks thick here, too. And I guess we'll replace over here, too, with it all the way up. This is all going to be smooth sandstone here. Well, I guess we don't need to. I'm doing, like, the whole thing here. I guess this can still stay stone. Still stay stone. That's hard to say. Still stay stone. When we first started working on this today, I was really debating if it was worth setting up a haste beacon, and I am so glad we did that, because we're going to be doing a lot of digging here, I think. Alright, so this is the general shape we're going to go for on the sides, so it's going to curve up and then go over. And I tell you what, the sky's looking a little bit plain there, so maybe let's add something cool here, where it's diagonal. Yeah, right over here. I want to put some gold. And let's do a couple clouds here too. Just above the trees, should look cool. Oh yeah, I like that a lot more. So we got our sun and some clouds. Oh, snappers. Alright, so we got a whole bunch done. Decided to just build up the frame right away. We removed the water that was there. And also cleared a whole bunch of land. Got that out of the way, so we're free to work on the netherrack section. So I went and I got some Etho banners, because the story goes Etho vanquished the Guardian Temple, right? And kidnapped the Elder Guardian. So we got to get our banner down here like we conquered the place. For a backdrop, maybe go for glass, and then we'll put water behind that, potentially, with like fish and stuff. Might look cool. So we're gonna get rid of the stairs if we run into them and just start building the glass up here. Oh, wow. Actually, just the blue glass on its own does a pretty good job of mimicking the ocean, doesn't it? Might not even need to put water behind. Maybe just blue terracotta. And then do like the bridge across. So it'll be stair, slab. And then I guess the next one would go over here. 3, 4. And then connect like that. Oh, I just love this shulker box so much. Look how organized it is. Let's grab the nether brick fences. We're going to maybe build like a mini bigger room here. A mini bigger room. That made sense. All right, I'm liking that a lot, actually. So let's do a cool little detail thing here, too. So this is supposed to be the nether. We're going to get a bunch of fences around here at the top, like they kind of have. And we're going to put... I don't want to put an actual hostile mob here because it's going to take away from the mob cap with the Guardian farm. So instead, we're going to do an armor stand. And I brought over a Wither Skull. Oh yeah. So this is it, everybody. The moment I've been waiting for. That we've been waiting for. But me especially. Because I've been working on this for hours. Oh my goodness. The final little bit of detail we're going to be adding today. We're going to go around with some lava and just fill in the bottom here. And then I think it's going to be good. There'll be a few more details we'll have to add another day. But overall, it'll be pretty close to done. Let's light a couple fires here for a bit of ambiance. All right, everybody. So I think with that, we got it done. So check it out. Oh, man. It's pretty insane, actually. I like it a lot, though. I think it's pretty cool. Let me know what your favorite section is. I think my favorite one is the windmill one, actually. Followed by the nether and then this one. This one's a little bit plain. I think we should add the water behind and maybe some fish. And that'll liven it up. Or maybe we add like an island somehow at the top there. I don't know. That might just be a distraction though. But yeah, check it out. So this tries to follow this story. The idea is we transport the Elder Guardian from this portal to this one up there using a minecart through the nether. So you can see the minecart goes up to here. And then it goes through the nether fortress, through there, and then up at the top, and to the portal. So hopefully that's a good way of doing it. I don't know. I didn't really know how to symbolize it better. But overall, I think that's pretty cool. I like it a lot. So I don't know if we're going to do murals for the other 3 walls. It took quite a bit of time. Maybe we should just do kelp farms. But I'll see what you guys say about it. If you have any other ideas for stories, let me know. And we'll take it from there, I guess. But anyways, I think that's going to have to do it for this episode, guys. Let's do one more comment of the day. It says, Etho, is there anything that vanilla Minecraft doesn't have that you think should already be in the game? Question mark. There are things that pop up all the time in my head that probably should just be in the game, like cave biomes, more varied world generation, or the surface and natural disasters are what I immediately think of. Yeah, those are cool ideas. I like those. For me, it's always like redstone stuff. I love whenever they add a new redstone thing to the game. Like when they added shulker boxes and observers, I spent so much time just goofing around with those, having fun. So I'm always big for that. I think more specifically, I would say, why don't we have block breakers and placers? You know, I think the argument for them for a long time was they didn't want to allow us to fully automate things, but at this point in the game, I feel like we fully automate a lot of things already anyway, so why not have some more fun? I recently saw a new mod that came out. I think it's called Super Dispensers, and I would like that for the block placement in Minecraft. I thought it was a cool idea. So instead of just placing the block, what the Super Dispensers mod does is it shoots the block in item form like this. I think you can control how far you want it to shoot, so you can shoot like 10 or 20 blocks away. And then wherever it lands is when it then turns into a solid block. So that means if you shoot another one, it's going to end up over here, and then over here, and over here. And I think that would be a cool way of doing it. And add a lot of crazy stuff to the game. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.